This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Thursday, December 26th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. The Allen County Department of Environmental Management is using a $1.7 million grant from the U.S. Department of Energy to expand battery recycling throughout the county. In partnership with Purdue University Fort Wayne, the department is launching a public awareness campaign called Stop the Spark to educate residents on the best practices of battery safety. Allen County Environmental Management Outreach Coordinator Betsy Perry Patton said the goal of the 3-year effort is to reduce fire incidents caused by lithium-ion batteries.
So there's a lot of dangers that come with batteries for both personal safety and home safety and the environment. So we hope to help educate the public about those dangers and so they can be better prepared for how to manage those batteries when they come to the end of their life.
Allen County has had 14 reported fire cases caused by improperly disposed of lithium-ion batteries in 2024, and the department aims to reduce that number by half over the next 3 years. Funding for the project comes from the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, and Allen County was one of only 7 counties nationwide to receive a grant. Hoosiers struggling with addiction or substance use disorders will soon have a slightly easier time finding a place to live. That's thanks to $10 million in funding from the state's opioid lawsuit settlement. The Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority announced this month that money will go towards 4 nonprofit developers who will build rental housing projects in 4 different cities designed for individuals recovering from addiction. The 4 nonprofits are the Volunteers of America of Ohio and Indiana in Indianapolis, the YWCA of Northeast Indiana in Fort Wayne, Encompass Healthcare in Brookville, and the Next Step Foundation, Inc. in Terre Haute. In a press release, the IHCDA said the Indiana Family and Social Service Administration is also helping to oversee the projects. According to the IHCDA, the 4 nonprofits are also eligible to receive $2.5 million in additional funding in 2025 to further develop the rental units. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
A bipartisan bill introduced in the U.S. Congress could create a new office within the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to address environmental needs of the Ohio River Basin, which spans 204,000 square miles. The Ohio River Restoration Program is being brought by Democrat House Rep. Morgan McGarvey of Louisville. He said the plan would establish a new office and program modeled after similar efforts in the Great Lakes region and the Chesapeake Bay area. The office would work with states, local governments, tribal leaders, and private groups to find ways to secure federal funding for the river basin's protection. McGarvey said in a statement that he was proud to partner with 9th District Republican Rep. Aaron Houchin of Southern Indiana on the bill. The representatives are co-chairs of the Ohio River Basin Caucus in Congress. According to a release, the new office under the legislation would be tasked with creating a plan to prevent pollution, conserve farms and restore natural habitats, make investments to prepare against extreme weather, and support environmental data collection. An economic development consultant who once led redevelopment efforts for the city of Gary has been hired as the Director of Economic Development for the Northwest Indiana Regional Development Authority. A.J. Bittner brings more than 15 years of experience in development, urban planning, zoning, and redevelopment. While serving as an executive director of redevelopment for the city of Gary from 2019 to 2022, he worked on initiatives such as the creation of the Broadway Lofts, the Hard Rock Casino, and transit development districts. Transit development districts capture the growth in local income and property tax revenue to fund transit initiatives that help drive economic development. In his new role, he will guide the development of such districts in Lake and Porter counties, the area in which the RDA serves. Northwest Indiana now has 10 transit development districts, according to the authority's website, and additional district boundary studies are underway for Valparaiso, South Bend, and Beverly Shores. Check out the latest episode of the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.